find yourself quoting Pride and Prejudice just because there are so many good lines? I mean, honestly, folks, how could you not? If this is you, you may be a future English major. There's just one problem. Some contingent of naysayers, maybe they're your parents or your grandparents or your friends or folks, even your own brain, think that you should choose a more practical discipline. And after all, where can an English degree possibly lead? Where indeed, folks? The short answer is anywhere and everywhere. How do I say this with such confidence? Because I know that it's true. You know who else knows it's true? More than 41,000 people who earned an undergraduate degree in English in 2017 alone. Now, the naysayers have a point. Studying English doesn't prepare you for any singular, well-defined career path the way that a pre-law studies or a pre-med studies or even education studies might. But a major in English does allow you to develop critical skills that will be applicable to many professions. And by the way, those professions include law, medicine, and teaching. What kind of skills exactly? To begin with, you'll really learn how to think critically and analytically. The greatest stories are full of symbols and themes which readers often interpret in their own ways. You'll be asked time and time again to state your case for your opinions and your viewpoints. As you work those muscles, you'll gain an understanding of how to create and frame a strong argument, a talent that's useful no matter the industry in which you eventually land. Additionally, you'll have to meet strict deadlines. English majors are assigned copious amounts of reading. Like you have a professor who might be assigning you hundreds of pages of reading a week. I know, welcome to college. And be prepared to write long-term papers, which will also have firm due dates. In all of these endeavors, my friend, time management will be key to your survival. By the time you graduate, you'll be fully prepared to deliver projects on time and practice that highly valued skill in the workplace. Another great aspect of being an English major, you'll spend the next 4 years sharpening your writing, communication, and grammar skills. Folks, you will learn to craft papers that are clear and concise. You'll also get to practice playing with language and tone and style. Folks, these are essential in our increasingly virtual workplace. By now, you're probably thinking, yeah, skills, I get them, but where are the actual jobs? Folks, here's a quick rundown of what your English degree and where it can take you. You'll find English majors working as policy fellows, those folks conducting policy research at a think tank, copywriters, crafting headlines and product taglines, commercial scripts, and certainly much more, authors writing books and articles and poems, you name it, teachers and professors passing along their love of the written word to you, public relations executives helping companies boost their image and marketability, and of course, book, magazine, and newspaper editors homing in on what makes a piece of writing truly captivating, and of course, lawyers putting their rhetorical skills to use. Folks, this is just a very small snippet. Rest assured, there are English majors everywhere from Broadway to Bell Labs. And they tend to be the greatest conversationalists. To the naysayers, you can always quote Austen. There is a stubbornness about me that can never bear to be frightened at the will of others. My courage always rises at every attempt to intimidate me. On that note, folks, thanks so much for watching. Remember, of course, to subscribe to our channel to get the latest and the greatest about careers, colleges, test prep, and a whole lot more. As always, folks, see you the next time.